I have two sets of cooking gear right here, and I wanted to go over these two items. Um, the one I've had longer, and the other one that I've had just for a little bit. Um, I've used them both. They both have their pros and cons. I'll go over that. Um, I saw that Scott on the outdoor gear review, not Scott, Luke. I'm sorry, Luke. he too many people's names. He had done a review on something like this. It was a stainless steel model. This is an aluminum model of Stanley. I've had this good while. It's one of my first cooking sets that I bought, and I got this one because of some of the cons. I also have one that's very similar to the two that is in fact, a Sea to Summit one, but it's very different. Does the same thing as this. It's about more this size. The handle on it turns and latches, but we'll talk about these. First of all, you have on these, both of them, a type of handle that folds down. Um, this one has the little heat conduit on the bottom that is used to aid in the temperature of the water raising faster. I don't know. I think it's also in the size, the shape of the container you're cooking in. Um, it does seem to work better in my opinion. I have the stove in here from Fire-Maple that fits in these three slots. So I do like this one. I like the texture of the metal one. It's a gunmetal. It's brushed. Um, the lid on this one, you pinch it and it opens. It's just so hard to do with one hand. And it comes down like so, and then it locks right there. Both of them do that. On the Stanley one, it does the same thing. Folds down and it locks. And they're both fairly secure. There's one caveat though to these things. You'll notice it right off the bat. Like if I'm holding this, especially on this one, and I would happen to pick it up and go like this, I could potentially have it turn on me and spill, but really it's not because you're holding it here. I'll give you a for instance. Like should I like do something weird, I could potentially lose control of that and spill it. Um, Again, it's just awkward. But this is the older one I got. I believe I got this at Walmart on clearance. What I like about this one, and this is what more people need to do with their products, is you have this metal bar on here. And you can see I can squeeze it real easily. But if I take this little clip right here and push it all the way down, I can't do anything with that. You see? That's one nice thing about this one. First one I got, like I said, it was cheap, and I don't like this because of the fact that using a fuel canister, it takes forever to heat anything in this. This one's very quick. So you're always going to have something that is heavier, that's all the features you want, but isn't as efficient, or something lighter. Differences between the two. This one has a metal lid with a nice tab on it that's silicone that you're not going to burn yourself. It has a place where you could pour the water out if you wanted to, if you're steaming something. This one's the same kind of thing, but it's in fact plastic. Um, this older model has these cheapo spoon and fork, or the spoon magically reappears. I didn't pause that. But it's a cheapo. And Luke didn't like these. I actually really do love these. Are they slippery? Yes, they're very slippery, but they kind of remind me of something of a Tupperware um, from the 80s, like when I grew up. So let's look at what they can hold, because they're both labeled. This one's a little harder to read. That is one benefit that this has. This one has what's it say? 0.5 liters, and then full. I think I could read that from the inside. That's the one caveat to it. When you're looking, you have to look on the inside, which is good because that's where your liquid is going to be up to. But it's very different. It is in fact 0.5 liters with a maximum of a little bit more. Really doesn't matter, no. But it doesn't hold a lot. This would be great for a cup of coffee, certain things like that. Cooking small amounts. You're not going to put a can of miso soup and pour it in here. This one holds 4 cups, okay, and then 1,000 milliliters. So you are getting a great bit more into these two. This one holds a lot more. The measurement on it's a lot better. It does seem to scorch. It's aluminum, you know. This is made for higher heat, obviously, but this is what Luke was talking about, the older models. If you just finished watching, like I did, the outdoor gear review, I do have one. There are several models like he had. He's a real big one. I don't have a problem with any of them. There's times I would use either of these. This one, that's probably my go-to because it's lightweight, because I can store everything how I want it in there. I'm not worried about the cups. I'm not worried about the spoons. I can use this as a cup. It's the perfect size for my hand, whereas this one, not so much. So, yeah. It's a nice little comparison of two really great cooking systems, the Fire-Maple and the Stanley. I really wish they did this with this, but it is what it is.